Good morning, Montfort Knights. This is Mr. Greco. Today is Thursday, January 21st, and it is the feast day of St. Agnes, a very well-known saint of the Church. But before going over the life of St. Agnes, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to you, thank you to your families for your continued patience as we move through this pandemic and pray for its end. I know it's disruptive, but we make decisions that we think are in the very best interest of the health and safety of all of our students and faculty. So thank you for your patience as you are in school all online today and tomorrow, and as we move through next week with your midterm oral assessments. Okay, now a little bit more on St. Agnes. St. Agnes is a very beloved saint of the Church. Actually, very little is known historically about her life except through stories that have been told through the ages. She was very young, 12 or 13 years old, so younger than nearly every one of you when she was martyred. She lived in the last half of the 3rd century, so in the latter half of the 200s, and that actually continues. The last few days have been saints of that early Christian era. Various modes of death have been suggested for her martyrdom: beheading, burning, even strangling. And legend has it that Agnes was a beautiful girl, and many young men wanted to marry her. Among those she refused, one reported her to the authorities for being a Christian. She was arrested and confined to a house of prostitution. The legend continues that a man who looked upon her lustfully lost his sight, and then had it restored by her own prayer. Agnes was condemned, executed, and buried near Rome in a catacomb that eventually was named after her, and the daughter of Constantine built a basilica in her honor. So today we ask for her special intercession when you do the prayers of the day. And now just a couple of announcements. There will be no convivium today, so school will end at 2 p.m. Please use that time, though, 2 to 3 o'clock, but then of course afterwards, to study and prepare for your midterm oral assessments. Because all of you are adept at using video cameras and your computer, why don't you practice a little bit? Maybe record yourselves and then replay so that your posture is good. You can observe your own posture. You could observe your own mode of speaking, your hand language, so that you feel comfortable when it comes time for your oral assessments next week. I believe the teachers have given you several of the questions, or at least possible questions, and the mode in which they would be asked. Very good. Now here is Catherine with the SAT word of the day.